What's up, guys? So today I'm going to sort of walk you guys through all the upcoming entertainment releases that I'm looking forward to. So there's video games, music, movies, that sort of thing. Game releases are a little, like, not video game releases, but like board game releases are a little bit harder, and so book releases are a little bit harder to sort of look forward to, unless there's like an upcoming book from a particular author that I like or whatever. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys today, so let's just jump straight in. Alright, so let's just jump straight in with the video games that I'm looking forward to. I have most of these on pre-order, some fully paid off, some partially paid off. But this month, there is Jump Force, which comes out next week, like in exactly a week. And then a week after that, there is Anthem. Both of those games look absolutely phenomenal. I'm a little bit apprehensive now of Anthem. The guy at EB Games told me that after people had played the demo that was free to download on PlayStation, he had a lot of cancellations, which makes me think that it wasn't what most people were expecting. So I'm a little bit nervous about that, but it still looks good, and I'm still gonna get it. I finished paying it off because it's one of my mates has said that it's a game that me and him and some of our other mates are gonna like play online together. So it should be a really good game for that. After that, there's Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, which looks really good. It's that samurai one made by the people that made Dark Souls. Apparently, once you've played Dark Souls, and there's another game that company's made, once you've played those, you've kind of played all of the other games underneath those series banners. So, kind of hoping Sekiro's not like that. Even if it is, it'll be my first time playing a game of that caliber, because Dark Souls is notoriously difficult. But yeah, I'm looking forward to running around as a little shinobi. The last one that I've got on pre-order is Crash Nitro Fueled, which is the remake of Crash Team Racing, which, along with the Spyro trilogy, is kind of like what my childhood consisted of as far as video games is concerned. Only other game that I'd be looking for is going to be on a Nintendo, and that would be a remake of Pokemon Stadium. Other than that, I'm not really phased. Also, at some point this year, we're going to get a Medieval remastering, which I'm super keen for. I think that's a trilogy. I think there's 3 games in the Medieval series. There might only be 2, I don't know. But it's getting a remastering, which means sooner or later I'll be able to run around as Sir Daniel on the PS4, which I'm super keen for. So yeah, that's pretty much it for video games this year. There are obviously going to be a lot of other releases and stuff, ones that I'm less keen for than those ones, and may end up getting, but for the most part, it's going to be just like those ones. Moving on to music, I'm excited for a lot of different music this year. I'm sure there's going to be ones that I don't talk about, and that won't be in the list in the description. I'll leave the link in the description. But yeah, just to sort of give you guys an idea of what's coming. This month we've got Avril Lavigne's Head Above Water, which I'm keen for. We've got Diane Word's coming out with a new one this year. Pink's got a new album coming out this year. Then Rammstein's got one. And then the 1975, having just finished releasing an album like end of last year, has another one coming out this year as well, which I'm super keen for. So I will leave the link to the Metacritic upcoming music list in the description below, so you guys can go check it out for yourselves, see if your favorite artist is releasing albums this year. And yeah, it's kind of cool. I got myself, I don't know where I've put it, but I got myself an Empire magazine, and it had the 33 movies to look forward to this year. And now I've sort of put them in a bit of an order where it's like I prefer the ones that come first and not so much the ones that come last. It's not in a definitive order though, but I definitely am looking forward to the one at the top the most, and not looking forward to the ones down the bottom the most as well. So the first on my list is Avengers Endgame, which surprises everybody that I'm looking forward to that film. It's going to be a great film, I just know it. We've got Spider-Man Far From Home. We've got Toy Story 4's coming out. They're making the Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw spin-off, which I seriously hope gets a better name than Hobbs and Shaw. Like, there's got to be something better you can call it. Shazam's coming out. We're getting thrust back into the kaiju genre with Godzilla, King of Monsters. This is the sort of kaiju verse version of Iron Man, because they're trying to set up their shared universe. I think I heard that it's being made by the same person that made Kong Skull Island, so there's a potential that King Kong might end up in this shared universe, which would be really cool. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is the new Quentin Tarantino film that comes out this year. Super keen for that. The Hellboy remake, Captain Marvel, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie that comes out, which thankfully is not part of the DCEU. So far the only good film that's come out of the DCEU is Aquaman. Could be a little bit biased because I love Aquaman, like as a character, because he just gets shit on all the time, and he's actually like super boss. But anyway, so I'm kind of thankful that the Joker movie is not part of the DCEU. We've got Star Wars Episode 9, which so far does not have an official like subtitle like The Force Awakens or The Last Jedi. We've got the live-action Dumbo movie. We've got The Irishman, which is a Martin Scorsese film where he's re-collaborating with a lot of his former collaborators to make a film based on a book that basically just sort of retells the life of an Irish hitman, which could be really cool. John Wick Chapter 3, where we all know that shit's just gonna go down. So I'm really looking forward to that one. The live-action Lion King, It Chapter 2 is coming out this year. Lego Movie, the second part, comes out this month. Then there's Detective Pikachu, the live-action Aladdin film, Men in Black International. Disney's finally turning Artemis Fowl into a film. Will Smith fights his own clone in a film called Gemini Man, which sounds really interesting. Elizabeth Banks is directing a Charlie's Angels remake, which is kind of cool. It's starring Kirsten Stewart, so I really hope that she's able to pull out her full acting chops, because she is actually a talented actress. Everyone just shits on her for Twilight. Bella Swan actually had that level of emotion in the books, let's be fair. Terminator 6, which is choosing to ignore 3, 4, and 5 and just place itself as like an alternate timeline for 3, which is, it's good. The film's progressively got worse. Frozen 2 is coming out this year. That's the Disney film for this, like the animated Disney film for this year. A film called The Goldfinch, which is about some guy that ends up in I think he ends up in like a bank explosion or something like that. I can't exactly remember, but I do know that it sounds really interesting, and not just because it's the last name of one of my friends. Wonder Woman 1984, I'm a little apprehensive of. I'm keen for it to come out, but I'm a little apprehensive of it because the first one did so well until rushing the introduction of Ares. I would have loved for her to still be looking for Ares for the first time in this film, and have fought Dr. Poison in the first one, but instead Ares just sort of makes an example of Dr. Poison, like, this is what humans do to each other. And I was like, okay, whatever. Fighting with My Family, which is sort of a biopic about a family of wrestlers, and the WWE chooses like I think it's like the younger sister instead of the older brother, and he gets all butthurt and jealous, and she goes off and kicks fucking ass. Looks really good. And then there's like 5 that I'm not really keen for this year. Probably the most anticipated by people other than me is Us, which is the new Jordan Peele horror film. And then after that would be Rocket Man, the Elton John biopic. And then under that, probably at equal level of disinteresting, is a film version of the musical Cats, a movie called Ford versus Ferrari, in which a guy who's building his like Ford racing car up and a guy who's building his Ferrari racing car up race each other in the Le Mans Grand Prix. I mean, if you're a motorhead, it sounds like a great time, so enjoy. And then a film that literally takes the subplot from Deadpool and turns it into a full film is a film called Stuber, which takes an undercover detective, and he ends up taking his Uber driver along on his case, which literally just sounds like Deadpool taking Dopinder everywhere. But yeah, they are the 33 films that Empire told me I have to look forward to this year. So we're going to be prioritizing certain films over other ones, and then there'll be some that's like, if I don't see them in cinema, I'm still going to buy the DVD, and then others that I'm just going to basically completely ignore. But if you'd like, I will post the full list in the description down below, so that you guys can sort of find out when those films are coming out and be able to go and see them for yourselves. Now, before I go, I did go shopping the other day, bought myself a new pop vinyl, which you'll notice is not sitting next to Gengar, and I got myself some new movies as well. So I will start with those. I got myself the third in the trilogy, War for the Planet of the Apes, which I still haven't opened yet. I know that it's satisfying to open, so I thought I'd leave that for you guys. this plastic just does not want to come off in one piece. Beautiful. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that on and watching Caesar rip the absolute shit out of Woody Harrelson, because we both know it's going to happen. I mean, look, he's dressed like a soldier, so you know he's going to try and kill Caesar. Caesar hasn't died yet, and like 4 people have already tried in the first 2 films. Then we've got, why is the case half open? Then we've got Flatliners, which looks kind of cool. I mean, anything with Ellen Page, basically, because she plays my favorite X-Man, Kitty Pryde. And then the last one I got was The Darkest Minds, which I thought was a great film. There were at least 3 times I thought it was going to end, and then it just gave me more. I was like, ooh, this is okay, this is really good. It didn't do so well critically, so I do have a bad film review coming for this one, so keep your eyes out for that one. Make sure you do hit the subscription bell, the notification bell, subscribe button. My mouth's not connecting to my brain again, but make sure you hit those buttons if you want to see my film review for Darkest Minds. And then the other thing I got when I was putting money on my pre-orders was I got myself the Spyro and Sparks pop vinyl, which was the one that was missing from over there. Yeah, I did originally have this one, but that was a Christmas present, so now I have my own copy. So yeah, it should be really good. I'm gonna put him over the rest of my dragon collection, and we shall continue to grow this dragon vinyl collection. Yeah, that's all I've got for today, guys. If you did enjoy the video, please do give it a thumbs up, and until next time. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you liked that, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload a new video. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and share it with your friends as well. And if you want to see more content in between uploads, you can follow my Instagram at Ace of the Arts or my Tumblr at Stories Around a Campfire. And I will see you in the next video.